My life had changed dramatically, but it's really good now after having the test and finding out that I did have cancer, but now it's all good.
I think the biggest change in me is it made me so aware that I could have a precancerous polyp or bowel cancer and have no sign that they had that. For me, that was quite a frightening realisation.
I don't know what my life would have been had I not done the test.
The screening program is important because bowel cancer is so common. Each week in this country, on average, 80 Australians will die. And in fact, Australia and New Zealand have the highest rates for bowel cancer in the whole world.
Colorectal cancer or bowel cancer becomes more common the older people get, and at 50 people reach the stage where it happens commonly enough to warrant screening. The other big issue with it is that we can either pick up lesions that can lead on to a cancer at a later stage or pick up very early cancers at a stage when they're curable. My circumstances when I decided to take the test were that I got sent the kit a couple of weeks after my 65th birthday. As a GP, I felt that this is a really important test to do anyway, but had a colleague who had died in his 50s of bowel cancer not long before that. So I did the test within a few days of it arriving.
Well, I saw the specialist and I had a colonoscopy, and he said that I needed to have an operation. It was a removal of part of the bowel, and when they sent it away to do a biopsy, they found there was cancer there and had gone through the bowel into the lymph nodes, which meant I did need to have chemo. My
GP sent me to a specialist to have a colonoscopy. I then had to return to the specialist because after the colonoscopy he had told me that I'd had 3 very large polyps removed. When I returned to his office to find out the results of the examination of them, his words to me were, "You're a very lucky man." And I was very surprised and a bit taken aback, and I said, "Well, why do you say that?" And he said, "Well, the polyps that I removed were right on the verge of becoming cancerous."
So we need to talk about bowel cancer screening and this kit that you will shortly get in the mail. I'll run you through the kit and what it actually contains. Firstly, there is the instructions, which are very clear and also contain a sort of pictorial element to it. So, these make it really easy to work out what to do. Firstly, you empty your bladder. Then you need to place one of these mats in the toilet, so that goes into the toilet bowl and it sits on the water. And after you've done that, you need to collect a sample with one of these little samplers here. We need 2 specimens from successive bowel motions. Once you've used your bowels, just scraping this just across the surface of the motion back and forth as indicated there. The specimen then gets placed into this little plastic container and that just self-seals. Then that gets put in one of these bottles, and when you have taken the second sample as well, they go into this envelope and they're mailed off. I'm occasionally asked by patients how reliable they are, and I think it's important that patients realise that a negative test doesn't totally exclude a cancer, so that if they're having symptoms of changes in bowel habit or passing mucus or passing blood or anaemia, that they get that investigated promptly.
For me, it's really just made such a difference to my life. Like, if I hadn't had that bowel screening kit and returned it, I could be seriously ill with a life-threatening cancer.
Every day is a gift now, definitely. Yes. You've just got to be thankful for what you've got and what I've got now because, as I said, no symptoms. Without the test, who knows what could have happened to me.